Oh man, what's with the long titties? Did they have like clothespins on them? Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Hell's Paradise. We're now on to episode 10, which is called Yin and Yang. So the last episode, we finally got some more information on the Tenzin, some historical information of how they started out, all their names, which I promptly forgot, and also the fact that their origin actually came from one Tenzin that split himself 6 different ways in order to, or 7 ways, I guess, if you include himself, and that basically they just sit in the walled city that's in the middle of this island and they just drink of this essence of life constantly, and that they're hermits, basically meaning they don't go outside basically unless it's to take care of any perceived dangers or issues that are on the island. We also got the reconfirmation that the elixir of life is fed by the lives of people, or I guess any other type of living thing that they throw into these pits. The island basically absorbs it, and that's what creates this elixir of life. We also found out that there was a small settlement of people who lived there, and that eventually these people turn into trees, and that's what's going on with the guy that's been their guide. So we got quite a bit of information and history about these guys, but the most important information, of course, is how to kill them, and we did not learn that. So apparently that knowledge is not known, if and how you can destroy them. But Gabimaru did a lot of that homework himself. He decided to go off and see what he could learn, since he was so close to where the elixir was, or at least was rumored to be. And he came up against a Tenzin, the same one that we saw take out the really sweet samurai. They got into a battle royale, and Gabimaru kind of went crazy, but we all know that Gabimaru has already been through several battles already and is hella tired, so there was only so much that he could do. And we see that he was right on the brink of being taken out, although he managed to get the Tenzin into their final form before they could actually take him out. So that's huge. But anyways, we see then that the young girl whose name just slipped out of my mind, the little baby Tenzin, showed up and decided to protect Gabimaru and saved him from being destroyed. So yeah, that's where we're at. Ready to jump into this episode. Just before I do though, a reminder that I do tons of reactions here on this channel to other animes, a lot of good stuff. So if you'd like to support me on this journey or anything else, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you like this video, please show some love to it in the comments and in that like button, please. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right about now. Oh no, is she okay? Oh, did he just imagine that? Yeah. Stop talking. It's not even there. Do we want to do this right now? Yeah, is this like, can we not? Exactly. Don't worry about her. That's true. That is a very interesting sword. Yeah. And you're exhausted. Praying. He's growing. Nope. Exactly. He's the brains of the operation, clearly. Yes. Exactly. I don't even think they even have organs. You think I beat myself up? Okay. I see. Okay. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, if you live forever, you would be so much famous, but people aren't going to talk about you all the time because they're going to think you're a weirdo. Whatever, Amon. Oh, sure. Okay, I'd like you to try, bro. Never mind her.
成長している。
女の発育の神秘だろ。
そういう問題じゃ
Okay,
ない
it's not that mysterious, sir. We don't grow.
カピマル
Aww.
そんなことより戦略について教えてく
Gabby,
れ
can you say thankful? Thank you first?
助けてくれて
Thank
ありがと
you.
う
That's better.
あの不思議な力。お主も天仙様と同類なの
It
か。
seems like it. The eyes are so similar.
する神だと言いましたね。
あ
これまでの話を聞いて確信しました。
Of what?
明らかに人為的な宗教体系だ。
Exactly.
これらは本来別々の宗教圏で用いる言葉
Ah.
別に神秘の島なんだしごちゃ混ぜで
There's a reason. Shush.
ですのいびつさ、見覚えがあります。
Okay.
何
Then what is
モ
it?
ロマキアです。
Who?
この教祖でした。彼の宗教も
Ah.
ここと同様、さまざまな宗教を次
So you're saying this guy created all this? But how?
独自となりうる。
Okay,
戦略も
true.
脱出経路も必ず見つけ出せるはずです。
All right.
すみません。喋
No,
り
this
すぎ
was
ました
good. We like it. Someone's got to make sense of all this.
お詳しいこうい
This
うの
is
好
his
きなんで
thing.
すね
Nerd out.
まあ
Yes, you do. That's okay. You should never be hide your passion.
とっくに死んでんじゃない
Uh-oh. She doesn't want him to die.
今もどこかで手立てを考え実行している
That's right. She said, don't you talk about my charge that way.
ガビマルという
Oh,
男
look
で
at
す
you know what kind of man Gavin Maru is already. But isn't that maybe endangering her? Like this? I don't know. I think you should ask her about herself first, maybe?
タオ強い弱い心体強い弱い
Yin and yang, strong and weak.
強い
全然わからん。
She's doing the best that she can.
タオは万物に流れる力の
We need this guy. Can y'all get together? She's doing the best she can.
この世のすべてはタオのルテンでできている
Oh, hence why it's so hyper realistic.
イケメンな先生いないもんかね
I think the tree dude's pretty hot, you know, if you get, past all the streaky bark. Oh, is he training her? Oh, he's got a new student. Damn.
頼むよ先生
Oh, I thought he was teaching her on purpose. I think you need to teach her.
もうこれ以上目の前で
I was
赤い
about to
命
say,
が
he
散るの
feels
は
too
見たくな
guilty
い
now. Two students dying, but
君の上達を待つ気はない
oh, well, damn.
俺も戦いたいよ
You don't know. She could be a really good student.
頼むよ俺にも与えてくれ
Her fiance died. Help her.
大好きな人が死ぬのは
Oh, look at you both thinking the same thing.
一朝一夕には教えられないんだ
It's true, but you can try.
体の周りを流れる波だ私はそれを自覚しているんだ
Okay, interesting way to describe it.
身体能力も向上するタオを極めれば神のごとき力と体を
Wait, does he actually access Tao and not realize it? I love all these different comparisons to yin and yang.
そうすることで波を感じやすくなる
Somehow I think she's gonna manage
基本
it.
的に言えば
Maybe not right away, but I feel like she could do it.
力をいなしたり死ぬような傷を受けても死ななかったり
So Gabi Maru's using Tao now then, if that's the case.
まず左手は正中線に
Look at you teaching.
右肩と
Can't
右
even
足は
help
同じ
yourself.
の
Just do it.
なんか
左手を意識して
全部教えてる
Yes, pay attention. Take notes.
どんな命も大切に
Then why are you grabbing at me?
変則も重要だ
Yeah, well, clearly.
私はそれを自覚しているんだ
Oh God. I was wondering if y'all should keep moving, but I guess there's really nowhere to go where these guys aren't.
刀の重さを
Not him teaching as he's actually taking out monsters.
腰を回すのも最後だけ
Ma'am, can you crawl up a tree or something? I mean, I guess this is a good practical lesson, right?
技の鍛錬も必要だが
Oh,
この島には
okay.
そんな悠長な時間はない
There's a lot of them. Do you have this kind of time?
のんきすぎるだろ戦い方なんぞ戦いの中で覚えんだ
I
よ
mean, I guess for some people. Oh man, what's with the long titties? Do they have like clothespins on them? Wait, who's the
あ
back?
いつは
I like it.
なんだ
That's a person. That was a person.
殺さないようにね
自力で出ようとしたらどうなるの
What is happening? Wow, literally stepping on someone's tongue to get out. That's desperation. Oh, you're carrying your brother? It's kind of sweet, actually, but very metaphorical of their relationship from what we saw. You made it, bro. Keep going.
あのクソども殺す
By sheer force of will.
大方あいつらの弱点は下半身だろ
Okay, you learned something from that battle. Okay.
この方が弱点でもおかしくね
さすが兄さん
Don't fanboy. Focus.
えバケモンの肉
違いますよってそれ化け物じゃなくて
食っとけよ体力つけ
I'm
と
not
かねえと
hungry. I'm not hungry. It's okay.
やっぱり生きてましたか。
Who are you?
どうか警戒しないで
How could I not? Where's your face? He's got the yin yang symbol.
いやいやいや、私には知性があります。
You don't have a face.
仲間が偵察に行っているはず。我ら同士の仲間が。
Doshi. Did we hear about Doshi from the Tree Man? I don't think we did.
蓬莱に入ることも許されないゴミどもです。
Wow, that's hurtful.
面倒事を処理する。それが我らの務めです。
Great. How are you talking? Because you have no...
で、おとなしく単になって。
No? Uh-oh.
なんだ、この努力。
Dang it! Is it gonna go back?
もしやタオを。
うるせ
Maybe.
えよ
He did drink the blood.
いいでしょう。平和
Okay,
的解決を望まないなら、こちらもそれなりの対
Uh-oh. He's one of them religious folks.
トーマザーコども起きれ
All right, he said, I'm gonna take care of this one right here. Yeah, please. He literally carried your ass out of there.
タオの流れを見れば一目瞭然だ。
I think you shouldn't assume you know anything about this guy.
タオの乱れは意識の視覚。好きだ。
Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, Tao is the same thing that the master is reading. Sir, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Although actually, if you get hurt, he'll probably go into supersonic mode because protecting you seems to be his ultimate goal. All right. Wow. Okay. So we're into another battle. This is how we end the episode, is jumping right back into another battle. All right, guys. Well, that was a really good episode in that we got some more information. What happened to Mai? I think her name's Mai, right? How did she grow? Why did she grow? She's a Tenzin. She's got to be a baby Tenzin because the Tenzin have shown us that they can change their physical appearance at will. Like it's light work for them. So what was she choosing to be a child before? Is she? I have so many questions about her, but she's not living with them inside the Horai. So what's going on there? I got so many questions. But anyway, Gabby Maru growing instead of just deciding we got to face off against this other samurai dude. Not samurai. He's actually just a swordsman. But anyway, he's like, no, I need help. Like, these Tenzin are hard. I'm damn good, but they're slightly better. So we got to work together. It's going to have to be a group project here for us to take these guys down. So I really like that he said, you know what, let me change up my approach. Rather than trying to fight this guy and, like he said, get even more injured, which on a normal day he'd be fine with. But now because he's had his butt beat by several monsters, a couple of the prisoners and Tenzin, he needs to take a minute. He needs to take a beat. So anyways, he said, look, let me actually come at this with logic and say, please, like getting down and bowing is probably huge for Gavin Maru because he don't care like that. Although I have to say, I don't get a prideful air from Gavin Maru at all. Like he doesn't advertise his skills. He's never boasting about what he's able to do. Like he's very much about doing what he needs to do. And the fact that he's got the level of skill that he does has purely been survival at this point. Like none of it has been him showing off. So I'm not surprised that he was able to actually get down and bow to these people. I think if anything, it was more that it was different for him because he's been taught to just take out enemies on sight. So he now is working with them because it sounds like, you know, like they have their own ambitions. We found out that the Asaman was like, I am a scientist. I want to learn more about these guys. I want to know and understand how they work. So as long as you let me take a look at these bodies when you're done, I won't stand in your way. And then the swordsman's like, I want to be someone who defeats these creatures because it'll be a story that will be carried down through the ages. He claims he doesn't actually want the elixir, but we'll have to see. It's a very tempting notion to be immortal. But what he said about it being boring was kind of funny. But anyhow, he seems like a simpleton, so it's possible that he means it. But yes, so now him and Gavin Maru and the Asaman are all working together again, which is good. And then when they eventually join up with the rest of the group, that's going to be another decent amount of people. We actually also saw the master and the girl, their names, I'm sorry. One day I'll remember their names. But anyway, we went back to them briefly. We see that she's trying to get the master to teach her how to use a sword because she realizes that she is very woefully incompetent in fighting against these things. And that fight, that battle, which again, she did nothing in outside of be very quick, she realized she's going to get mopped up instantly by these Tenzin if she doesn't get some kind of skills behind her. And we see that the master does not want to teach her, but understandable, like he's still very much going through it with the death of his second student. But also I see what he was saying when he said that we don't have time for me to do teaching the way that I typically do it. Like there's no time for us to do a training arc here. Like these monsters are coming up by the minute. We have to survive. But like he said, if you want to watch what I do and learn what I'm doing by observation, then I'm cool with that. But I don't have time to do like a formal training with you right now, nor do I have the emotional fortitude to do that either. But it was interesting though that when she just asked him like the innocent question of, well, how do you hold a sword, right? And he was like, well, actually, let me get on my nerd glasses about swordsmanship. I just kind of like that she pulled that passion out of him for teaching, which I don't think he even realizes that he has. And he started to instruct her, and like she's like, oh, for real? That's all it took? Sweet. But anyways, I really like that their, relationship is forming here, and that obviously it was built on the death of someone that they both cared about. But either way, I do think she needs to learn how to do something, even if she can't necessarily take out these monsters by herself. But I do, like I said, her agility is pretty crazy. So I have a feeling that she's going to actually pick up on swordsmanship, or at least fighting, a lot better or a lot faster than the master thinks. And then the whole description of how he says he's able to see without actually being able to see, the whole wave situation. And then we had poor Mai trying to explain what was going on with Tao. And then, of course, the tree man's explaining Tao, and again, the yin and yang, the guy wearing the yin and yang symbol. Point being, they were all basically talking about what yin and yang means. Yin and yang, sorry. Yin yang twins in my head or something, man. Yeah, the references to all the different characters that are talking about the concept of yin and yang, which is all about balance, right? About strength and weakness, like they said, light and dark, ebb and flow. Like the whole idea behind it is balance, really, that there's a necessity of balance in life, in the body, in the mind, in our spirit, in order to be, functional human beings, in order for the world to function, right? That's basically the principle behind yin and yang. And so it sounds like this Tao is like a life force, a general life energy. And even though they talk about this elixir, the drink, kind of being like this tangible, concentrated object that they can take in, it sounds like at the base of it, it really comes down to the balance of life energy, and that either the original Tenzin or whoever the guy is that the nerd Asamon was talking about, who created the new religion, someone figured out how to tap into the overall universal energy of that ebb and flow, and they've learned how to control that. But again, I think what Mai was trying to say is that despite the fact that there is strength, there is weakness. Like Tao can't exist without both of them. So that's basically what Gabimaru is trying to figure out. Like, what is the weakness? Because we've seen the strength, but what is the weakness? And I think once they figure that out, and it might be different for each of the Tenzin, but they need to figure out what that is in order to counteract the power. So yeah, I really like the episode and all the different allusions that they drew to describe this concept. And also, again, just seeing how we're moving the plot forward with slowly but surely kind of building this crew that's going to be necessary to take out the Tenzin, because it's going to definitely take a small army, because they're not easy marks by any stretch. And then we also got the introduction of yet another layer of these baddies, because these guys, the guy with no face who showed up to the guys in the pit, I forget what the name is they call themselves, but they're kind of in between the irregulars, as they call them, the waste, the defective ones, and the Tenzin. They're like in the middle, so they're not as good as the Tenzin, but they're not as weak as the other ones. So yeah, I feel like our brothers are going to figure out how to take these guys down through their battle. And yeah, again, seeing how this guy was able to see the waves or the Tao inside of the brother with the messed up eye was pretty interesting. And I do think that somehow he's going to I think everyone on this island is going to figure out how to use Tao before they leave, I think is the moral of the story. So it'll be interesting to see how they all tap into it. And again, I think Gabimaru is already using it without knowing, because I think that's what that Tenzin was trying to say to him before he decided to change his mind. Because he's like, are you human? Then he's like, I think you're, and then he stops. So I think what he was trying to say is like, you're a Tao user. But I don't think that Gabimaru even knows what that is or how to use it yet, or the fact that he's actually using it, unconsciously, we'll say at this point. So yeah, good episode. Lots of information. And again, a little bit of a step back from all the action of the last episode, but I still enjoyed it a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love to this video in the comments and with that like button, and I will see you in the next video.